out and about. You can see the stones behind me. Now I don't know if they're significant or not, but they're nevertheless here at the edge of the park. So I would imagine that everybody, especially dog walkers, are well aware of these stones. And I'm going to go up this road and point out something else that's unusual. A bus stop. Nothing unusual about that. But I have recently discovered what happens on buses. I was on one yesterday and you see all sorts of people. And I have no idea who they are. And I've no doubt they look at this face that's getting older, and think, my goodness, who's that old man with the Scottish hat? However, you see people more elderly on the bus, probably going out to do their shopping. And you also see young families. And on 2 occasions, I saw young mothers getting on the bus. They sit down and try to keep their children content. And yesterday, that young mother, well, all I can say is she showed remarkable skill with her children. There she was, and she had a baby and two other children, and the 2 other children sat at the back of the bus, and she sat at the front trying to keep her eye on the baby. And the next thing you know is her son starts shouting to her right down the bus, "Mom! Mom! Mom! I want a strawberry!" To which she said, "You'll get a strawberry when you get in." And she was keeping him under control and extending her love and concern to him. He was almost on the verge of tears when she didn't answer him immediately. I think God's a bit like that at times. He doesn't necessarily answer us immediately, but he does answer us just like that young mother did, and deals with us and loves us. So what that young mother does not know is that I made it my business to pray for her and her family, that they might all be saved one day and be used of the Lord. I don't know how God will answer that prayer or when. Not in this life anyways. I've no idea who she was. But it made me wonder how many people, maybe even complete strangers, must have prayed for me over the years, even when I was a baby. And here I am now. I worship the Lord. So, maybe you could make it your business to pray for complete strangers. You never know how God's going to answer. Now here is the unusual thing. A post box and a telephone box in a garden. I wonder if that telephone box actually works. Somehow I doubt if the post office collect mail from the post box, but perhaps they deliver to it. But obviously this is someone who's interested in telephone boxes and post boxes. They must have bought these to put them in their garden. Some people have unusual hobbies. I've seen people that collect police telephone boxes because they're Doctor Who fans. I'm not going to do that. But over the years I did have tiny models of them that I bought in the Llangollen Museum when the Doctor Who Museum was there. And I've got somewhere a sonic screwdriver. Just little things. And I watch the series. It seemed to have lost its way at some points, But I love watching the things that I grew up watching as a child. And obviously this person has loved telephone boxes and police boxes. And not police boxes, telephone boxes and post boxes. And as someone who spent his life with the mail, that's of interest to me. I've seen all sorts of hotels, simple ones, grand ones. This one's a bug hotel. I would imagine that the wildlife really enjoys visiting this hotel for what gets served up on the menu. This behind me reminds me of a film I saw as a child, Babes in Toyland. It was made by Disney. There was a villain in it, Mr. Barnaby. Now, I hadn't realised at the time that Mr. Barnaby was Ray Bolger, who's best remembered for being the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. So think about it, the Scarecrow that you feel sorry for, who needs a brain, versus the wicked Mr. Barnaby. And Ray Bolger was a fantastic dancer. I sometimes go on YouTube and watch him dancing. He was an amazing dancer. I'm not really expecting this tree to come to life as they did in Babes in Toyland. The park has picnic tables. I sat here on one occasion and tried as best as I could to sing the Yogi Bear song. Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bairn. It tells the story about how he comes to the picnic tables and steals picnic baskets. I guess that today's children have never seen that. And just a short way to my left is the ranger's office. And Yogi Bear had an interesting arrangement with the ranger. The ranger was always trying to catch him stealing picnic baskets. "Hey, Mr. Ranger, sir!" See, that's my Yogi Bear voice. So, I do exercise. And that's a good thing for me. So, I'm going to leave you with what I filmed today on my out and about. And from time to time, I will film other things when I'm out and about.